starting my YouTube channel. This would be the first vlog. I think I am in a state of consciousness where I can say I can begin now doing the YouTube thing. I'm starting the TikTok and YouTube simultaneously. My idea is to build this into a more professional way of conducting this influencing or content creation, because here I am I'm doing this half like like matona whatever for now. That's because in my head I was never intending to do this form of content creation or video. It was me working behind in the back, behind the scenes, and letting others to come forward and letting them to do the to do the vision. But then now I'm in a state of consciousness. I understand I may have a vision. Not everyone has the same vision as I have, or they do not see the vision the way I see it. So therefore, there's always this assumptions based on their level of perception, and I can't let others build it. I will have to be the one who has to build it from the ground up. I'm very interested in how far I can reach. I already know I can see the end of this, because in my mind I see all these multiple paths that I have taken to reach this destination that I am right now in, and therefore I can see in the near future how everything comes together. And it's not not that long. It just needs now the people that are already on the path and who has been given a green light to come forward. So, in short, build a community of decentralized travelers who are into traveling. I mean, not just traveling itself. You have to be highly conscious also, because I don't want to build this vision that I am building with unconscious human beings who are not capable of seeing. I'm not putting people down. There are people who have chosen to be unconscious and people who have been chosen to be conscious. So the only thing that I'm trying to do here is build a pathway, or try to connect those who are already conscious, who are capable of understanding that to build a future, that we all have to come together from various backgrounds, from various disciplines, from various industries, and then see the vision that I'm trying to represent. It's been almost 24 years I've been in Sri Lanka studying the problems within a poverty driven nation, and at the same time trying to understand society from all angles. When you want to solve the problem that we see all right now in the world, the only thing that we have to solve is first the people who are living in poverty. How do you take that mindset of poverty, and then how can you construct it in a way for them to understand that poverty is all psychological? So in short, the whole goal would be those of us who are conscious enough to understand that not everyone can understand what we are building, to start building and then build a pathway through education, or maybe build a new way of educating human beings. Not new way, but more like the right way, because there's no new way to educate human beings. I mean, if you want to implant chips into human beings and then think after implanting a chip that you can create a more intelligent human being, that is the most unintelligent way of creating NPCs. I mean, programmable NPCs. I mean, the chip itself is the program, and you can't unprogram that thereafter. So we have this marvelous biotech, I would call this body that we have, self-regulating, self-healing, evolving, enhancing. I mean, this body reshapes based on what we do with this body, right? I could be a bodybuilder, build this body. I could be psychologically only so focused that I forgot about the body. So now we have to find the middle ground, like the balance, like in between where or how we have to bring society in alignment, and that everyone can understand. Okay, here we can build this future, but we have to remove ourselves from the people that are unconscious, and that doesn't mean that we are trying to force people to I mean group into certain categories. We just remove ourselves from that category. So in order to remove ourselves from that category, first education, I mean discipline, moral values, spiritual values, all of that matters when we build a vision. We can't build a vision with people that lie, mock, that sabotage. I mean, you can't have a vision with people like that. That is the lowest class of society and the lowest class of character. I mean, just imagine you have this idea to bring the whole world together, and then people are like fighting with one another over who should be doing that instead of the person who brought you that idea. I mean, the first objective is to understand that you can't, like, you see these trees, right? All these trees. Do you think without growing this tree that you can have seeds and fruits and whatever? I mean, it's so obvious, right? Like the tree has to grow, and after the tree grows, it will try to sprout, and then it will try to bloom into flowers, and all these flowers becomes at some point another fruit, and that fruit may become a seed also again. It's not that hard to understand that, right? And now when we are living in a society, when the tree is growing and you're trying to cut off the tree and destroy the tree and then corrupt the tree, do you think that tree will survive? Of course not. And now what I'm trying to represent the tree is the human life and existence of human branches that we have, that is trying to destroy the human tree of life, in short. So we have to remove ourselves from bad karmic human beings that are living in karmic cycles and wanting to continue their karmic cycle. And in order to remove ourselves, it's very simple. Just you have to understand this in reality. The vision is all about finding good human beings, to work with good human beings, to build a good life, to live in a good environment. So in order to get there, it's very simple. You don't have to change people. You don't have to go and tell them to do the right thing. They themselves should by heart know, okay, we as human beings are collectively living on this world. We have a collective responsibility to take care of the planet, to care for flora and fauna, and at the same time build infrastructures or businesses or ventures that are in co-alignment with that vision. So now, if you try to force them into coming towards our vision, you're not bringing human beings that are wholeheartedly loving the planet and caring for the planet. It's just those who are like in their minds searching um, for economical growth instead of ecological balance. So you can't have people among our community or the way we want to build that society or that future city infrastructure that we want to build with unharmonious human beings that are incapable of wanting to do the changes that is required intellectually, spiritually, and morally. I mean, those are all that is required in order to coexist as humans, right? Whether it's 2,000 years before or 2,000 years from now, or whether it was 12,000 years before or 12,000 years from now. It's very simple. Understand the logic that we as humans can be part of a society or a group of people that can contribute to become a better human. I mean, become a better world, co-create a better world.